Hello, online crew. How are you doing today? So it's another week and it's another Facebook Stories update. And I just realized I forgot to put social media tip of the week. I think it's number 24. I don't know if any of you guys are cluey to that, but I did forget to put up the top social media tip of the week. I'm pretty sure it's number 24, but don't quote me. I'll edit the description later. But at the end of every week, I do a social media tip of the week, something that I think you should concentrate on or focus on, or something that I'm testing that's working well, and I share it with you guys. So we're going to talk about Facebook Stories today because there's been another update. I can't see it yet, but some people have got it and it's coming. So I'll share with you today what that is. If you are joining me, please put the palm tree emoji down below. That's our mascot here for our awesome online crew community. If we've not met before, my name is Helen Martin. I'm your online crew captain and I serve this incredible online crew community that we have here, which is full of entrepreneurs. Try that again. Entrepreneurs, home-based business owners, network marketers, direct sellers, those in MLM, somebody with a small business that just wants to leverage social media the modern way, use modern social media strategies to build their business online and attract people to them. The last thing any of us want to do is hassle anyone to buy anything off us or join us in our business. We truly want to attract people to us. So there's a number of things that we can do on social media to help make that happen. So that's what we talk about here. I do go live 5 times a week at exactly the same time. So make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss any of my free training. So what am I talking about with Facebook Stories? Now, you might have gathered I can't see comments again today. So that's, I think, 3 days in a row. I can't see any comments. What are you doing to me, Facebook? It's been one of those techie weeks. Do you guys have just times with Facebook or technology or computers or your phones that things just don't go well? That's been my week today, particularly on my computer and creating some things that I was creating. It's just been one of those weeks. I've also got people in the video challenge that are doing dual lives this week, and some of those people are struggling as well. So it just is what it is. We can't do much about it. I can't change what's going on, with comments. I just have to have my backup phone. So a little tip for you, any of you that have this particular problem like I do, that some days, it's been 3 days in a row, I haven't been able to see comments, then I just keep my backup phone. I don't have a SIM card in this. It's not a workable paying phone. It's just that I keep it charged up and it's plugged into the Wi-Fi. So as long as I've got Wi-Fi and I've got power to it, then I can access my Facebook Live on an old phone. So just a little tip for you guys. If it ever happens to you, that's the way you can troubleshoot it. So we have Glenn, we have Lynn, we have Gabor. Nice to see you on live while you're on a break at work. Awesome. I'm going very well. Thank you for asking. I hope you are too. Hello, Andrea. Lovely to see you on. Judy and Bob. What are you guys up to? You're watching Riding Home from Intercol. Oh, Westminster, Pembroke all day today. Let me guess. Football? Hello, Myra. Good to see you. Hello, Susan. Hey, Elsa. Hi, Olive. Good to see you guys on. So we'll just make do with what we can with Facebook not showing me your comments. It's all good. It's all good. So who's giving me all the sad faces? Is that sad because I can't see you, or is that sad because you're sad? We don't want to see sad faces. All good. So what's happened this week? And I've got a couple of things to share with you at the end of the live, so make sure you stay on, because I've got some updated free training that you guys might like to access. So I'll share that with you in a moment. So Facebook Stories. For those of you that have got a business page, are you using stories on your business page? because I would highly recommend that you do. If you're not really utilizing that feature, then you want to be, because the organic reach on a business page in stories is just incredible. It's like when I test doing stories on my personal profile and my business page, I always get more engagement and interaction off my business page. And you know, some of you may not have a very active business page, or you're just starting to build it up, so you may not have that. But what I want to highlight to you is that they are really giving an emphasis on stories on business pages, so to utilize them if you have a business page. But the change that is rolling out now, as I said, I can't see it myself on my phone at the moment, but I will be in time to come. If you've got both, if you've got a personal profile and a business page, it's going to look a little bit different. So, you know, the stories feature is, let me see if I can pull it up on this phone. I'll just get rid of me, go into my normal Facebook. So where's the tiles for stories? Oh, it's not showing it to me. So this is my old phone. If you've got older phones, sometimes we don't see things like we do. It's not showing me it on there. It should show it on my own phone, but it's not showing me stories on my old phone. So forget that idea. But when you look at stories on your phone, you've got what they call tiles. You know what I mean by that? So it's your picture or the person's picture and just their name in the corner, and that's the Facebook stories tile. And they're rectangular in shape, and they're one after the other. What they're going to do, and what they're rolling out now, is if you've got both a personal profile and a business page, they're going to split your tiles. So you're going to, instead of having like a tile for your personal profile and a tile for your business page, and then you see everyone else's tiles, I hope you know what I mean by a tile. It's just the rectangular picture of the person. They're going to split the first tile. So you're going to see your personal profile in the top half of the tile, and your business page in the bottom half of your tile. So there's a couple of reasons why they're doing that. One is because they're prompting you to use both. So they're basically putting it in front of you and putting your business page more in front of you to do Facebook stories on a business page. So you're seeing both. So you'll be able to see yourself whether you're active on your stories, because it'll either, you know, just show your face, or it'll show the story that you've actually shown. So it's not prompting you to do the same story. I just want to make this really clear with this update. So it's going to roll out, and you're going to see the Facebook stories look different for you. Not for others. Others will still be rectangular, but you will see, if you're using both, you will see a split tile of both. So what it's not doing is, please don't post 100% of your content to both the same stories. Okay, the intention of stories and business pages versus profile is that you want to multi-purpose your content, but you don't want to have 100% of the same content on a personal profile as you do in a business page, as in posts, as in Facebook Lives, as in Facebook stories. It's meant for different content. The same thing as if you're using Instagram, you don't want 100% of the content that you post on Instagram as is on Facebook. I mean, what's the point? Why does somebody need to go to Instagram if all your content is exactly the same on Facebook? So wherever you are, mix up your content. So have something different in your Facebook stories on your business page as you do Facebook stories on your personal page. So it's not putting it in front of you to post exactly the same thing in both places. It's putting it in front of you to say, hey, use both. We want you to use Facebook stories. It's really interesting. You get a really good vibe of what Facebook is wanting us to do by what they put in front of us, smack bang in front of us. So by splitting the tile, your tile for personal and business, and so you'll be able to see both. They're basically saying to you, put stories in both. Okay, any of you jumping on, I can't see comments today, so if I'm not interacting with you or saying hello, I'm sorry. I'll pick up your comments after the live. I think this is the third day in a row I haven't been able to see comments, so I'll go back to those after. So it's telling you we want you to use stories. Here they are. We're putting them smack bang in front of you to utilize, so utilize them. Okay, the organic reach that you can get from Facebook stories on a business page is quite incredible. It's a completely different news feed in the stories as it's a totally different algorithm, totally different sort of new. I don't know if news feed is the right word, because news feed is the word that we use for typical Facebook. Okay, but it's a totally different timeline, totally different algorithm, and you'll get different reach in all those different places. So it's putting it in front of you to say, use me. We are focusing on this area of Facebook stories. This is the future of the content of Facebook. This is what they call, I've mentioned this before, it's a bit of a funny word, but this is what they call like ephemeral content. And what that means, like in Facebook stories, is that it's not permanent content. It's disappearing content. It goes away after 24 hours. It's quick, it's sharp, it's easy, but it enables you to really build on your brand. It enables you to let people into your life. When people feel that they know you, that's when the level of trust goes up. And when the level of trust goes up, then people will be more inclined to reach out to you, or whatever you're offering, they're inclined to take you up on it because there's that level of trust. So it gives you the ability to just showcase a little bit about who you are, what you're up to, what you're doing in stories that you maybe wouldn't do so much in the news feed. So this is also putting in front of you, by putting your business page like right in front of you like that as well, so personal and business, that there are so many features on the business pages that you just don't get on a personal profile. Even with stories, like you can have a link attached to your story on your business page, which you can't do on a personal profile. You should be playing around, or I recommend that you play around with stories as much as you possibly can, and use the little funny GIFs, the animated ones. Use polls, like ask people a question and have like a yes type sort of answer. So, you can type in what you want on the poll. Do you want information about this, or do you want information about that? So either way, it's a yes. There's so many things that you can play around with Facebook stories, but this is the way they're moving forward and the emphasis that they want. The other thing in having the two tiles there is you're not going to get confused, because like me, I have the same name for both my personal profile and my business page. I even have the same profile picture. So, and some of you have got the same. So when something appears in your Facebook stories, and I've had questions about this, it's like, it's not appearing on my business page, it's appearing on my personal page. What's going wrong? But then when I actually go in and check it for you, it is actually on your business page. You're just not picking it up because you've got the same name and the same profile picture. You'll know where it's appearing because of the blue circle. If you've got a blue circle around your story, you've got an active story. And you can just go to the profile, go to your business page or go to your profile and click on the circle, and it'll take you to your story. So you'll know where your stories are appearing. But it is a bit of a catch with those of you that are like me, got the same name and the same profile picture for both pages. So by having the tile split, which is the new thing that they're bringing in, you'll be able to see very easily in your news feed whether you've got things that are active in both those places and prompting you to post something in those places. We're going to see so many more changes in Facebook stories. This is the future of the new looking sort of news feed whenever that rolls out. And you really want to embrace stories on business pages to get the new features when they come out. So when you're using something and there's something that's being rolled out, you get it first. When you're not using something, then you're not high on the priority list to give you an update. of something that's coming along. Now, you'd think of all the people on Facebook, like, 2.3 billion people on Facebook. There's a lot of people to roll out like an update to. So you're at the bottom of the pecking order with updates if you're not even using the feature. Now, business pages are going to get so much more interactive features on stories moving forward. So it's something that you just want to be playing around with these days. Keep an eye out for the update that I'm talking about today, which is the split tile. See if you've got it. I do find that being in Australia, I tend to get updates a little bit later. US and Canada seem to get updates a lot quicker, and then I come a little bit after. So that can tend to sort of happen to me, even though sort of I'm using the features. So something to watch out for. So I'm just going to check in with you guys, and I will go back afterwards, and because I got a couple of things that I want to share with you. So we've got, is it Jonah Lynn? Hello. Judy and Barbara All Sports. We've got Vilma. Hello Julie. Andrew's on. It's awesome to, hey Tara, great to see you guys on. So yeah, sorry I can't see comments. I will respond to those afterwards. Now I did want to let you guys know I have completely updated and re-released my free 5-part video series. Free, okay, completely free. Those of you that have been following me for a while, you're probably more advanced than this free video series. But for those of you that are just starting your journey on the online world, you're not really sure which way to go. You don't really know much about sort of what to do on social media as far as what's spammy and what we should be doing. This video series is for you. So I've got that available on my website. I've put my website up in the description with spaces deliberately because Facebook doesn't like clickable links that send people off Facebook. So you've just got to retype my website name without the spaces in Google, and you'll see it down the bottom of the first page. It says free 5-part video series. So I go through sort of the introduction of it. I go through traditional network marketing versus building your business online, what you need to watch out for. I go through the marketing part of network marketing because everybody talks about networking, but no one really talks about the marketing side of it. And yet it's key on social media, absolutely key. I'm talk about the difference between a personal profile, a business page, and groups, what you should be using and what you need to consider. And then I also share with you the 2 little known secrets that successful network marketers are doing to build their business online. So it's completely free, guys, available on my website. Just look for a graphic that says free 5-part video series, and you can click through there and you get access to that, okay? The other thing on my website there is, as I spoke about yesterday, one of your very starting points, even with content that you're putting in Facebook stories on business pages, is about branding. That must be like content and branding must be the key first things that you guys concentrate on. Because if you don't know what you stand for on social media and all the things I talked about yesterday, if you missed that, go and catch yesterday's Facebook Live. Then join me, to work on your branding on the 2nd of September we start. So that graphic is next to the one of the free video series. So you can just check that out as well. There's plenty of help out there for you if you want to learn more. Sometimes we just need to accept that we don't have the right skill level and we need to learn a little bit more to set ourselves up on social media the right way, because you can spend a lot of time on social media and you could be doing yourself a lot of damage and you don't even realize it. And I find that a lot. People message me and go, oh my gosh, I've been doing this wrong the whole time, but that's what my upline told me to do. That's what I've been taught to do. And I get it, guys. It's sometimes not your fault that you do what you do on social media because you're not the expert in social media and you've been guided by an upline or some leaders about what to do. But it doesn't necessarily mean in this day and age that that is the right thing to do. A lot of traditional network marketers and companies that have been around forever are not experts in social media, nor would you expect them to be. So they're not researching this stuff like some of us are. And I know that my results and having over 300 people join my business in the last 7 months is purely related to learning how to build my business online the right way. So, you know, there's information available for you there, you know, if you want that help, okay? So, sorry, again, I can't see comments today. I'll go back through your comments in a moment. It's always awesome to have you guys here, though. So, if you are at the beginning of your weekend, have an awesome weekend. I hope you have lots of fun and laughter and good times, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week for more training and good stuff about how to build your business online, okay? So, I'll see you next week. Bye.